Hello everyone, I am Swag Chip and welcome to Week 1 of the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise, where today, this season, and this series get into full swing. It's opening week as our Jaguars host the Indianapolis Colts. Jaguars fans are hoping for signs of change this season as they have a great deal of offensive talent and some building blocks on defense. Quarterback is still a question mark, and the Jaguars need a lot of improvement from second-year quarterback Gardner Minshew. The Jaguars face future Hall of Famer Philip Rivers and a stingy Colts defense, along with 3 solid running backs and weapons like T.Y. Hilton, Greg Burton, and Jack Doyle. The Jaguars are obviously underdogs this week and will take a total team effort to compete with this high-powered Colts team. The defense of the Colts is one of the best in the league, and the Jaguars will need to be smart with the football. Defensively, the plan is trying to contain running backs like Marlon Mack, but of course that will be easier said than done. Mack is one of the best running backs in the league, but he's not the only good one on this team. Nyheim Hines and Ricky Johnson-Taylor will be in action, and that will be difficult to slow down. Forcing Rivers into long yardage situations is our game plan, but he's seen it all, and we're not going to be able to fool him that much. This is a lot of hard work that's set in front of us, and with the opening kickoff, we're going to get it all started. The Colts will receive, and Isaiah Rodgers is back deep. Josh Lambo has it teed up, and we are underway. That kick goes into the end zone about 5 yards deep. Isaiah Johnson will take a knee, and the Colts will start it at the 25. So here comes the Colts offense, led by Philip Rivers. After spending all that time in Los Angeles and San Diego, here he is. He's 38, but he's still going strong. Rivers starts out with 2 tight ends. Under center, he takes the snap and hands it to Marlon Mack. Mack gets a big hole, and he goes through the middle, and he gets about 6 to the 31. First highlight of the day comes from Buffalo, where on the first play from scrimmage, Sam Darnold is going to connect with Jamison Crowder, who's going to juke out 2 Bills, and he will take it all the way 78 yards for the touchdown. The Jets strike first, and they are up 7-0. Back to Jacksonville, where it's 2nd and 4, and Rivers is empty with 3 wide receivers to the right. Drags the snap, looks, throws, and that's short and caught by Nyheim Hines as a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 1. Rivers in the gun again. Hines to his right on 3rd and 1. Rivers takes the snap, hands off to Hines on the inside zone. Hines slips through there and gets a first down for the Colts. He gets brought down by Miles Jack. Rivers in the gun again. Hines down to his left. Rivers calls it out, takes a snap, and it's a counter, and Jack is going to slip through there and tackle Hines for no gain. Now we go to Detroit, where Chicago strikes first, as Nick Foles is able to find Allen Robinson, who fights his way in 16 yards for the touchdown. Chicago up early, 7-0 over Detroit. Back to Jacksonville, Rivers in the gun. He's going to spread out here. Hines to his left. He takes the snap, looks, fires over the middle, then it's caught by Trey Burton, and has a first down across midfield. Rivers again in the gun. Now he has a bunch formation. Hines again to his left. He takes the snap. He looks, moves, and he throws over the middle, then it's caught by T.Y. Hilton. Then Hilton grabs the first down. Nice catch, and they are moving the ball right down the field. And now we go to Baltimore, where the Ravens were on the drive. But Lamar Jackson here is going to throw a bad pass and be intercepted by Grant Delpit, and he is still scoreless early in the first quarter. Back to Jacksonville, and now a tight formation for Rivers. He takes the snap and hands it to Hines, and Hines is going to get bottled up immediately. Rivers now with 2 tight ends. Mack is checked back in. Rivers under center. He takes the snap and hands it to Mack, and Mack is going to fight through Leon Jacobs, and he's going to pick up about 4. And now we go to Minnesota, where Aaron Rodgers has the Packers in the red zone, but he is blitzed and sacked by Eric Kendricks, who causes the fumble. It is recovered by the rookie Christian Dantzler, and he's going to take it all the way back 86 yards for the touchdown, and the Vikings get a defensive score to go up on Green Bay 7-0. Back to Jacksonville, where it is 3rd down, and Rivers is in the gun with Hines to his right. He takes the snap, looking, and fires, and it is knocked away. C.J. Henderson, what a great defensive play, and that brings up 4th down. And now the Colts will have to settle for a field goal, which is good. So the Colts Their drive stalls, and they end up only getting 3. So here are the Jaguars, led by second-year quarterback Gardner Minshew, ready to take their first offensive snaps. Minshew had a pretty good season last year, looking to improve from this year. There's an early score update. New England up 3-0 as Minshew is in the I formation. He takes the snap. He hands it to James Robinson. Robinson gets a good block and bounces it out to the outside. And he picks up 11 on his first carry, and that's a first down for the Jaguars. Good start. Minshew now in the pistol. O'Shaughnessy to his left. He takes the snap, looks, and fires out to O'Shaughnessy, but it is knocked away. Good coverage. Washington up 3-0 on Philadelphia as Minshew is in the tight formation. He takes the snap, fires quickly. That is caught by Eifert. Eifert's going to pick up 8 and make it a 3rd and short. Minshew now in the gun. Robinson to his right. Feds takes the snap, looks, fires to the outside for Keenan Cole, but that's knocked away too. Then we go to Carolina, where Oakland is able to strike first as Derek Carr is going to give this to Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to plow his way into the end zone. And the Raiders will take an early 7-0 lead against Carolina. Back to Jacksonville and the change of possession. Rivers is in the gun and he audibles to the bunch formation. He takes the snap, looks, fires, and then is caught by Zach Pascal. And he's going to get a pickup of 11 and move the chains and a first down for Indianapolis. Rivers in the gun again. Jaguars showing double A gap pressure. There's the give to Hines, and Hines is stopped. He is going to be stopped by Avery Jones for no gain. Bass kicks a field goal. Buffalo down 7-3. Rivers takes the snap, fires to the outside, and that is caught by Hines, but Hines steps out of bounds for no gain. Now we go to Detroit, where Detroit is able to strike back as Matt Stafford is able to find T.J. Hawkinson for an 18-yard touchdown, and the Lions have tied the game with the Bears at 7. Back to Jacksonville. 3rd down and 10. Rivers takes the snap, looks, fires short. That's caught by Trey Burton, and Burton has nobody near him. He crosses midfield, and he's going to get into Jaguar territory and a first down. After that big completion, Mack checks back in. Rivers in the shotgun. Mack to his left. He takes it, hands it off to Mack, and Mack fights through a Joe Schobert tackle, but he is wrapped up and brought down by Leon Jacobs. Now we go to New England, where they're on the drive, and they're going for the end zone, but it is picked off in the end zone by Nick Needham as Miami stops the scoring drive, and they're still down 3-0. Back to Jacksonville now with a 3 tight end set. There's the fake hand around and the handoff to Mack. Mack fights through a tackle, but he gets wrapped up and he is brought down for very little gain. Out a bunch formation on 3rd down. Rivers takes the snap. Quick pass, and that's caught again by Zach Pascal. Pascal will get another Colt first down. Rivers again in the gun. Double A gap look again from Jacksonville. They back off. Rivers to the outside. That's caught by T.Y. Hilton. That's another first down. Back to Baltimore, where the Ravens were again driving a read option here, and Lamar Jackson is fumbled again by Grant Delpit. It's recovered by Ronnie Harrison, and we are still scoreless in Baltimore. Back to Jacksonville. Now it's a 3 tight end set here. The Colts continue their drive. Rivers sends Hilton in motion, fakes the handoff to him, hands it to Mack, but Mack is going to be immediately stopped. Good play by Joe Schobert. Excellent tackle, penetration in the backfield. And it's 2nd and 11, but that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Back to Carolina, where the Panthers were able to strike back as Teddy Bridgewater hits rookie tight end Ian Thomas, and he takes it 24 yards for the score, tying the game at the end of the first quarter at 7 in Carolina. Back to Jacksonville, start of the second quarter. Rivers under center. He takes the snap, drops, looks, fires, caught Zach Pascal inside the 10 and down to the 6-yard line. It'll be first to go on a huge play. Colts in the offset eye. Rivers takes a snap, hands it to Jonathan Taylor, and the rookie powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown Colts. And just like that, it is 9-0. Colts right down the field. Rodrigo Blankenship, he will add the extra point, and just like that, it is 10-0. And the Jaguars have to do something to get themselves out of this hole. Washington now up 6-0 after a Hopkins field goal. The Jaguars back at it. Minshew in the gun. He takes the snap, looks, fires to the outside. That's caught by Eifert, but Eifert's going to step out of bounds and lose a yard. Back to Buffalo, where the Bills were able to strike as Josh Allen finds Stephon Diggs on the slant, and he fights his way into the end zone from 16 yards out. And the Bills now on top of the Jets, 10-7 in the second quarter. Minshew in the shotgun here on second down. He takes the snap, looks, and he's going to get hit as he throws, and that is going to fall incomplete. Back to Baltimore, where the Browns are able to capitalize off that fumble, and Baker Mayfield is going to hit Austin Hooper. He's going to get into the end zone from 1 yard out, and the Browns are now up 7-0. Back to Jacksonville Jaguars now facing 3rd and 10. Minshew takes the snap, throws over the middle, caught by D.D. Westbrook, and that is a huge first down across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Minshew under center with 2 tight ends to the right. Takes the snap, hands it on the stretch to Robinson. Robinson is going to get ganged up and tackled immediately by Anthony Walker. We go to Atlanta. We did not have a lot of action going on here, but here is Matt Ryan going for it all to the end zone to Calvin Ridley, but he is picked off by Shaquille Griffin. An excellent play to keep the Falcons out of the end zone, and that game is still scoreless. Back to Jacksonville now, 2nd and 8 after the run. Minshew under center, takes the snap, looks, fires short. That's caught by James O'Shaughnessy, and O'Shaughnessy is going to get close to a first down. He got it. 1st and 10. Minshew in the pistol, takes it, hands it off to Robinson, and Robinson knifes through, and he's going to get tackled after a 6-yard gain. Jaguars now in the I. Minshew under center, he drops back, he looks, he fires for Eifert, and then is knocked away. Back to Detroit, where the Bears are able to strike again. David Montgomery will take it in from 3 yards out, and the Bears jump back up 14-7. Back to Jacksonville, 3rd and 2. Minshew under center, takes the snap, fires quickly to Eifert. Eifert makes the catch and gets the first down. Jaguars in the bunch, and they run a reverse. Good block by Eifert as Keenan Cole was able to get loose, and he's able to pick up 5 down at the 27. Miami has tied it up at 3 as the Jaguars are in the tight formation. Minshew takes the snap, looks, dumps it off to Robinson, and Robinson gets wrapped up by Julian Blackman for very little. Minshew now on 3rd and 2 in the shotgun. Robinson to his right. He takes the snap, hands it to Robinson. Robinson fights through a couple of blockers, and he's close, and he's going to get the first down. Jaguars now line up 2 tight ends. Minshew takes the snap, hands it to Robinson. Robinson trying to get to the outside, but he gets tracked down by Anthony Walker. And now we go to Washington, where the Eagles were on the drive. Carson Wentz is picked off by Cole Holcomb, and that halts that drive as Washington retains their 6-0 lead. Back to Jacksonville, where it is 3rd down. Minshew takes the snap, looks, blitzes on, throws, caught by DJ Chark. Chark makes a man miss, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville, their first touchdown of the season. Colt football after that touchdown, and now Rivers is under center. He takes the snap, drops, looks, pocket collapses, and Taven Bryan pushes the pocket. Rivers goes down. It's going to be a sack. Rivers now in the gun. Hines to his left. He takes the snap, looks, pressures on, throws quickly outside to Zach Pascal. He gets wrapped up by DJ Aiden and brought down, but another nice gain. Pascal doing very well right now. Rivers takes the snap, looks, fires quickly, and that's caught by T.Y. Hilton, and he gets another Colts first down. Rivers now in the gun. Jaguars show blitz. Rivers takes the snap, fires quickly underneath. That's caught by Trey Burton, and Burton again is going to get good yardage before he gets wrapped up by Miles Jack. Rivers on 2nd and inches. Jaguars now crowd the line. Rivers gets the snap, looks, fires, and it is dropped. Zach Pascal had it and let it go through his hands. Now it is 3rd and inches. Jaguars again crowd the line. Rivers in the shotgun. Hines to his left. He takes the snap, fires quickly underneath, caught by Hines, and Hines gets across midfield, and that's a first down. Colts again on the move. 1st and 10. Rivers in the gun. Takes the snap, looks, fires quickly to the outside, caught by Pascal, and Sidney Jones pushes him out. After the 2-minute warning, now Rivers is in the gun. He is empty. Hines is in the slot. Rivers takes the snap, looks, throws to the outside. That's caught by Hines, and Hines is going to get close to a first down. 3rd down at 1. Double A gap pressure look again. Jaguars blitz, throws to the outside, caught, and the slant that is Parrish Campbell for a first down. Colts now in the bunch. He on the move. Rivers takes the snap again. Waits, throws. That's caught by Burton. Burton gets tackled by C.J. Henderson. Pickup of 4. And we go back to Baltimore, where Baker Mayfield throws a bad pass that is almost intercepted by Marcus Peters, but then picked off by Justin Ellis, and the Ravens are able to keep the Browns out of the end zone. Colts now empty again. Rivers takes the snap, throws quickly to the outside. That is caught by Trey Burton, and he's got a first down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Colts. Now, less than a minute to play. Rivers in the gun, Hines to his left. He moves, Hilton in motion, takes the snap, throws it underneath. That's caught by Hines, and Hines is down to the 3-yard line. The Colts will take a timeout. Colts line up in the goal line. Jaguars in their goal line personnel. Rivers takes the snap and hands off to the fullback, and the fullback to get down to the 1. Rivers in the gun, takes the snap, hands it to Mack, and Mack is able to walk it in. Touchdown, Colts. They move right down the field again and go back up by 2 scores. Jaguars have 22 seconds, and what do you want to do here? Minshew takes the snap from the gun, looks, fires over the middle. That's caught by DJ Chark, and Chark's going to get all the way up to the 45-yard line. A key to 20, timeout, Jaguars. Minshew still in the gun, 16 seconds. Takes the snap from the gun, looks, and fires short, and it's almost intercepted. 11 seconds to play. Minshew in the gun. He takes the snap, looks, fires. That's caught. That is Keenan Cole, and Cole gets down to the 39-yard line. 5 seconds to play. Jaguars now have time to either run a play or try to get closer. Takes the snap, looks, fires to the outside. That's caught by Cole. Cole's down with 1 second to play, and the Jaguars get the timeout off. They will be able to kick this field goal. Unbelievable. And right before half, Jice Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars will be down a touchdown and get the ball back going in half. That's a pretty exciting first half, but the Colts have been able to move the ball up and down the field at will against the Jaguars. The Jaguars have to figure out something defensively to slow them down and get the offense back on track. And welcome to the halftime report. We're going to bring you scores up to date here. And you can see as they call across the screen. But we do have some updates from last minute scores before halftime here. As we go to Detroit, where Chicago, with 12 seconds left, as Nick Foles throws a touchdown to Cordero Patterson. And the Bears all over the Lions 24-7. Then we go back to Carolina, where Teddy Bridgewater is able to connect with DJ Moore, and he is going to dig it all the way on a 41-yard touchdown. And now they also added a field goal before halftime, so they're up 17-7 against the Raiders. Now we go to Atlanta, where this game was scoreless right up until Matt Ryan is going to complete this pass on a flat route to Todd Gurley. He is able to outrun the Seahawks to the end zone, and Atlanta takes a 7-0 lead into the half over Seattle. Now we're going to cover the Thursday game between the Chiefs and the Texans. How would the defending champs do opening night? Well, Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. He used a nice pass here to Travis Kelce. But that's not to say the Texans were not ready. Here was a delayed blitz by Roderick McKinney. Mahomes fumbles, is recovered by Houston, and they would take over from there. Houston was on the move here as Deshaun Watson is able to hit Randall Cobb on a huge front play, get a first down. And that became a problem the whole night for Kansas City. Here's Watson again, completing it to Cobb. As you can see, it's a problem. Texans got a field goal out of that drive. The Chiefs, however, don't go down without a fight. Here's Mahomes finding Sammy Watkins as the Chiefs got down inside the red zone. The drive would stall, however, and it looked like Kansas City was just going to have to settle for this field goal early in the second quarter. But they actually fake it, and Chad Henne tries to throw a touchdown pass, but it is actually well defended by Houston. Then it was Kansas City's turn to take over as they blitz. Deshaun Watson hitches, gets the sack, gets recovered, and Kansas City would take over. Mahomes now in the gun. He's hauled to play, and this is what Patrick Mahomes does. Throws it across the field, and it gets caught by Tyreek Hill down to the 2-yard line. What happens when you give Mahomes enough time? Mahomes will then hand it off to Le'Veon Bell, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs quickly took the lead just as quickly as it all looked like it was going Houston's way. Houston was undaunted, however. They were up for this challenge. Look at Deshaun Watson able to hit Randall Cobb at the 2-yard line. He's able to get into the end zone, and the Texans retake the lead. Mahomes here trying to score before halftime, but he throws intended for Tyreek Hill, but it's picked off by Garyon Conley. And Conley actually picks it up and runs it back a few yards, but the Chiefs were down 10-7 going into the half. Uncharacteristic. And then we got Deshaun Watson to Brandon Cooks, and he is just too fast. He outruns Tyrann Mathieu, and the Chiefs found themselves in a huge hole. Will they be able to come back from it? 63 yards for Brandon Cooks. Texans up 17-7. Later, the Chiefs are going to go for it here on this fourth down in the third quarter, and they get stuffed. Good defense by the Houston. Houston is able to take it back, and then they get stuffed at the goal line by the Kansas City Chiefs. But it was a different story here in the third and fourth quarters, as Deshaun Watson is able to air it out, and that's Brandon Cooks. He's just too fast. Brandon Cooks finished that game with over 200 receiving yards, and he just abused the Chiefs defense. Here's Mahomes hitting Darren Fells. The defender went for the interception. He missed it. That's another touchdown. At this point, it was 24-7 Texans, and they were going to go on to win this game. Mahomes was going to throw a late touchdown to Tyreek Hill with about a minute and a half to play, but it did not matter, as the Houston Texans scored pretty much an upset over Kansas City. But now back to our game as we're going to start the second half. We are down by 7. We will start with the football. Let's see if Jacksonville can turn it around. And here we go with the start of the second half. Blankenship kicks it down to D.D. Westbrook. Westbrook takes it from the 8. He's across the 20, across the 25, and dropped at the 29-yard line. That's where the Jaguars will start. Minshew under center to start the second half. He takes the snap. It's a play action. Minshew rolls left, looks, fires, and that is caught along the sideline by D.D. Westbrook. A huge gain into Colt territory. 24 yards and a first down. Minshew now in the gun. Colts showing a lot of pressure as Minshew takes it, hands it to James Robinson, and Robinson's going to get a couple before he gets taken down by Malik Hooker. Now in the I formation. Minshew under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Robinson, and Robinson again is taken down by Malik Hooker. Back to Baltimore where, Nick Chubb is really good. He takes his hand off and he is going to run over a defender, and he will go all the way 47 yards as the Browns jump out to a 14-0 lead and start the second half against the Baltimore Ravens. Back to Jacksonville where it's a big third down here. Minshew in the gun, Robinson to his right. He takes the snap, looks, fires to the outside, and that again intended for Keenan Cole was broken up. Jaguars have to punt here as Cook will drop it, and Isaiah Jones will get a fair catch at the 11-yard line, so the Colts will take over. So after the punt, the Colts take over. Rivers in the shotgun. He's got Hines to his right. He takes the snap, fakes to Hines. It was going to be an RPO, but now Rivers is on the run, and he's going to bull through a couple defenders, and he's going to pick up 7 yards. So second down and 3. Rivers again the shotgun. Mack is checked back in. Rivers hands it to Mack, and Mack slips through a Schobert tackle, and he's got another first down. Hines now back in. Rivers in the gun again. Hines gets the handoff, and he's going to slip through a couple defenders, and he's going to get about 7 yards up to the 32. Second down and 3. Rivers still in the gun. Hines still in the game to his right. Rivers sends Pascal in motion. He fakes the pass to Pascal. Hands off to Hines. And Hines gets nailed by Josh Jones short of the first down. Here we go. Third down and 2 with 2 tight ends. Mack is checked in. Rivers takes a step, hands to Mack. Mack is met by Hamilton and Adam Gustus, and he is stopped short of the first down. Good stop by the Jaguars. Sanchez is on to punt. He boots it away, and Westbrook is waiting back. He will take it from the 24, and he will get across the 25, and that's about it. So here we go back to New England, where Miami is on the move. And they're going to throw, and it's going to get batted and intercepted by Lawrence Guy. Lawrence Guy with a big bad interception, and we got to take a look at the replay on this because this was actually challenged as a trap catch. And it turns out that guy batted it and then caught it, and it is an interception. Great play by Lawrence Guy. That is not a trap. A couple of plays later, here's Cam Newton. He's got the Patriots inside the 5. He's going to hit Jacoby Myers for the touchdown, and the Patriots will go up 10-3 over the Dolphins. Back to Jacksonville as Minshew once again enters the pistol here on first down. He turns and hands it off to Robinson, and Robinson is going to get gang tackled after a pickup of 3. Second down now. Now, Chris Thompson is in the game. Minshew takes the snap, looks, fires to the outside. That's caught, and that is going to be Keenan Cole, and he's short of the first down. Now on 3rd and 1, Minshew, under center, takes the snap, hands it to Robinson. Robinson cuts left immediately, and he picks up the first down to the 44-yard line. Jaguars on the move. Now first down in the bunch formation. Minshew under center. Takes the snap, drops, looks, fires quick. That's D.D. Westbrook, and he's going to get about 5 up to the 49-yard line. Still in that bunch formation as Minshew checks it, calls signals. He drops back. Blitz is on, throws quickly. That's caught. That's Keenan Cole. And Cole's going to get across midfield and deep into Colt territory. Minshew again in the gun. Takes the snap. Screen set up. Robinson makes the catch. He can't get the block set up, and he is dropped after only a minimal pickup. Minshew again in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Play action to Chris Thompson. Going for it all to DJ Chark, and it is knocked away. Now third down. Minshew in the gun again. Takes the snap. Looks, fires, and then is batted away from Tyler Eifert. Good play by Julian Blackman. So the Jaguars is over a field goal, so Josh Lambo will knock it through, and the Jaguars are now down 17-13. At least they got points out of this drive. Here is the kickoff here, and Isaiah Johnson will once again have to take a knee, and the Colts will start at the 25. So here are the Colts once again in the shotgun. Hines to Rivers' right. Rivers gets a high snap and drips a draw off to Hines. Hines breaks a tackle, but he gets taken down after a pickup of 2. Rivers now in the gun again. Mack checks in to replace Hines. Rivers takes the snap. It's a screen. Throws out to Mack. Mack's got blocking. Shakes off Leon Jacobs. Jumps over his own lineman and goes out of bounds. First down, Colts. Baltimore now on the board against Cleveland. After a Justice Tucker field goal, Rivers is under center with 2 tight ends. He sends Hilton in motion. There's a fake to Hilton and the handoff to Mack, and Mack is going to stumble his way through and get 8 yards. Close to another first down. Green Bay now on the board as Minnesota gives up the field goal. Once again in 2 tight end set. Rivers under center. He once again sends Hilton in motion. Another fake handoff, and again to Mack. The same play, and the Jaguars were ready this time. He is stopped for a loss. Here we go. 3rd down and 3. Jaguars crowd the line. There's the give to Mack. Mack gets stood up by Schobert and Jared Wilson, and he's going to get stopped short. So the Jaguars are going to get off the field. Excellent play on defense. Sanchez on the punt as New England has increased its lead. Sanchez's punt is away, and this is going to bounce at the 8-yard line and go out of bounds. Jaguars are going to be deep in their own territory. And we go to Washington. This has been a low-scoring game, but the Eagles are able to punch it in as Miles Sanders will get it in on 4th and goal from a yard out, and the Philadelphia Eagles are now up on Washington 10-6. Back to Jacksonville where they have a 3 tight end set. There's a stretch to James Robinson, and he's going to get a few. 2nd down and 7 from the 11-yard line. Minshew now in the shotgun. He's going to fake it to Chris Thompson, and he's going to get pressure, but throw it complete to Eifert. Eifert battling, but he's not going to get the first down. Pick up a 5. And we go to Atlanta where we have a double highlight where Chris Carson is able to get in from a yard out and tie the game at 7 for Seattle. But on the ensuing kickoff, this is going to be TJ Green, and he is going to take this and find a crease, and he's going to go through, and he will go all the way 97 yards, and just like that, Atlanta is back in the lead 14-7. Back here for 3rd down. Minshew in the gun. He's going to hand it to Chris Thompson, and Chris Thompson's going to get stopped, and the Jaguars will go 3 and out and have to punt. And Cook is on the punt. He kicks it away, and Isaiah Johnson takes this, but he's going to get stopped immediately at the 40-yard line, but still good field position for the Colts. Rivers now in the shotgun. Hines to his left. Got Pascal in the slot. He takes the snap. Another screen setup. Look out, he's going to get sacked. It did not get set up in time, and Taven Bryan takes down Phillip Rivers. And now we go back to Miami, where Miami refuses to go away, as Brian Fitzpatrick is able to hit Matt Breida in the back of the end zone, tying the game at 13 for the Dolphins on the touchdown. Back to Jacksonville. Rivers again in the shotgun after the sack, 2nd and 16. Takes the snap. Play action. Rivers, pocket collapsing. He's able to stand in there, throw, and get T.Y. Hilton on the sideline. A huge catch and a first down for the Colts. Rivers again in the gun. Jaguars again with that A-gap pressure. Look out, they're coming. And a quick pass caught by Trey Burton. He gets knocked down by Josh Jones, but that is another solid game for the Colts. And now we go back to Carolina, where Teddy Bridgewater is able to complete this 16-yard touchdown pass to DJ Moore, his second of the game. Panthers all over the Raiders, 24-7. Back to Jacksonville now, 2nd and 3. Once again, Jaguars show that A-gap pressure. Rivers takes the shotgun snap, sets up another screen. This time he gets it off to Hines. Hines picks up the first down and is going to get taken out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Rivers again in the gun. Hines to his right. He hands to Hines on the inside zone, but that is read by Joe Schobert. He makes the stop. Back to Baltimore, where Cleveland looked like they were going for the killing blow, but Baker Mayfield was intercepted by Tavon Young in the end zone. But as the old saying goes, there's only more than one way to skin a cat, because the very next play, Lamar Jackson tries to set up a screen, but he is nailed by Sheldon Richardson, who actually picks up the fumble and then runs it back into the end zone for the touchdown, putting Cleveland up 21-3 over Baltimore. Back to Jacksonville, and Rivers hands to Mack. Mack slips through the Hayden tackle, and he's going to get close to the first down. Rivers again, now 3rd and goal. Santos makes it 27-7 in Detroit there. Rivers takes the snap. Quick throw to the outside on 3rd and goal. That's a first down to Trey Burton at the 1. Rivers down in the shotgun. Hines to his right. He takes the snap, hands it to Hines, and Hines is going to power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. And the Colts, 3 running backs that we were so concerned with, all have rushing touchdowns. Rivers has not thrown a touchdown pass. He's just been incredibly efficient. And we go back to Atlanta, where Russell Wilson and the Seahawks capitalize off a turnover and kept DK Metcalf in the end zone. And the game is tied at 14. Minshew now in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Chris Thompson is in. Minshew takes the snap. He throws a screen, and it is read immediately by the Colts. Tackled by Anthony Walker again. Minshew now at 2nd and 14. Gotta get something going here. He's got a bunch formation. He takes the shotgun snap. Throws quick. That's caught by Cole. Cole slips a tackle and gets back to the 30. Dan Bailey kicks the field goal. Minnesota extends their lead, but we got 3rd and 5 here. Minshew takes the shotgun snap. Throws looking for Eifert. Eifert drops it. Well, the Jaguars are going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to do something here. Minshew takes the snap from center, throws quick. DJ Chark makes the catch. He's got the first down near midfield. What a throw and catch. Jaguars drive is alive. And we go back to Atlanta, where the Falcons are able to respond, as on this play, Matt Ryan is going to hit Hayden Hurst for a 12-yard touchdown strike, and Atlanta goes back up by 7, 21-14. Back to Jacksonville. Minshew in the shotgun on 1st down. Takes the snap. Throws. Leap for Eifert, and it gets knocked away. Good coverage. 4:39 to play. Minshew in the shotgun again. He's got trips to the left. Takes the snap. Looks. Going for it all. Chark is open, and he missed it. He overthrew Chark. Minshew's going to want that back as New England retakes the lead. 16-13. Minshew in the gun on 3rd down. He fires quick. That's D.D. Westbrook. He's going to get tackled short of the first down, so we have another 4th down coming up. Back to Detroit, where the Lions just can't seem to get anything right here. Stafford is intercepted by Tayshaun Gibson, and then Gibson's going to run it back. He's going to take out the lineman and then stiff-arm DeAndre Swift and take it all the way back for the 41-yard touchdown. Bears all over the Lions, 34-7. Back to Jacksonville, another 4th down. Minshew under center, takes the snap, looks, quick pass. That's Chark again. G.J. Chark saving this drive with another catch of the first down of the 26. Minshew again under center. First and 10 from the 26. Minshew drops back. Looking for Eifert one-on-one, and it gets knocked away. Bass makes the field goal with a 16-7 Bills. Minshew in the gun. He takes the snap. Fires short. That's almost intercepted, but Robinson makes the catch. He slips a tackle, but gets taken down. Now 3rd down and 8. Minshew in the shotgun again. Takes the snap. Fires for Eifert. Eifert catches it, but he gets taken down immediately. 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to kick the field goal here. And they'll be down 8, and Lambeau's kick is good. So the Jaguars are down 8, and there's not a lot of time left, and they got to do something here to get the ball back. And in Minnesota, late touchdown here by the Packers as Aaron Jones plows his way in from 3 yards out, and we are tied at 10. Late in the 4th. All right, a little more than 2 minutes to play as the Colts have the ball. Rivers is the gun. He takes the snap and hands it to Hines. Hines gets brought down. And that is the 2-minute warning. Jaguars again stack the line. Rivers in the shotgun with Hines to the right. Rivers hands it off to Hines. Hines gets wrapped up by Josh Jones at the 30, and it's going to be 3rd down. Here you go, 3rd down, game on the line. Rivers in the shotgun. Jaguars crowd the line. Rivers gets the snap. He's chased by Hamilton, who got through. Hamilton's going to sack Rivers back at the 17-yard line, and that's going to be a 4th down. The Jaguars get another chance thanks to the great play by the rookie. Sanchez punts. Waiting for it is Westbrook. Westbrook from the 39. He takes it. He's across the 45, across midfield, into Colt territory, and out of bounds at the 43 of Indianapolis. All right, excellent field position for the Jaguars. Minshew in the shotgun in the tight formation. He takes the snap. Throws real fast. That's caught by D.D. Westbrook, and Westbrook gets down to the 30-yard line. Clock still running. Minshew calling signals. Bass kicks the field goal. Bills up 19-7. Minshew takes the shotgun snap. And he's going to get hit, and that pass is incomplete. Minshew now in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Minute 15. He takes the snap. Screen. It gets set up this time. Hurdling is Chris Thompson, and Chris Thompson gets out of bounds at the 13-yard line. 1st down and a huge play. Back to Carolina. Raiders not going away. They kicked the field goal earlier. Then they get this 7-yard touchdown pass from Derek Carr to Darren Waller, and they're only down 24-17. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 13. Minshew in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, but then he was going to keep it, and he gets taken down by DeForest Buckner. Not a good play here. Minshew hurries him back up. He calls an audible here. And he takes and he hands it off to James Robinson. Robinson's going to get through the middle down to the 7. But there's not much time left. Minshew 3rd and 4. He's in the shotgun. Now he's calling the Bengals. Takes the snap. Looks. And he's going to get sacked. He gets dropped. 16 seconds left. Timeout. Jaguars. Back to Buffalo as Buffalo puts icing on the cake of this game as Van Dorn was intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And Tre'Davious White will take it all the way back for a pick 6. 26-7 Buffalo. That game is pretty much. Well, here we go. Game on the line. Minshew in the shotgun. 16 seconds. All the signals. Takes the snap. Looking for Chark. It's back away and intercepted. It's picked off by Julian Blackmon, and that is going to do it. The Colts will survive this game, and the Jaguars, oh so close, but come up short here and lose 24-16. This wasn't the worst game. We could not really stop Philip Rivers under many circumstances. He was incredibly efficient. He got the ball out of his hands, and we couldn't get the pressure on him. He got it away too quickly, and even when we did try to apply pressure, he got it away even faster. On top of that, he just kept the Colts in very manageable 3rd down situations, and we just couldn't hang on with it. Well, let's check the scores from around the league. New England hangs on to beat Miami. Miami's leading receiver in this game was actually Matt Marino, who had 15 catches, which is kind of weird for Miami. Buffalo, of course, handles the Jets. And we move on. Cleveland all over Baltimore, 21-3. Lamar Jackson had 5 turnovers in that game. And Atlanta hangs on to beat the Seahawks, and Chicago all over Detroit, 36-7. They added a safety late in the game to just put it away. But we do have some finishes of the late games here. Let's go to those. Okay, closing second to the Raiders. Panthers, Derek Carr throws a Hail Mary to the end zone, and it is knocked away. The Panthers are going to hold on to the neck. And in Washington, the final seconds tick away here. Washington tries for the game-winning touchdown, but it is intercepted by Avonte Maddox, and the Eagles are going to hold on to win. Then we go to Minnesota for overtime, where Aaron Rodgers is going to hit Aaron Jones on this flat route. Jones is going to race into the end zone, and the Packers will come from behind and beat the Vikings 16-10. And then we come back to our game, of course, 24-16. We just couldn't hang with the Colts. We couldn't slow them down. There you see Phil Rivers, 24-46, 245 yards. Not to mention we had a bad game, just that one interception, but we just couldn't move the ball. Indianapolis is a great defense, so we slowed down the run for more or less. Nobody ran for more than 40 yards, so it was pretty decent in the run defense. Passing, Trey Burton, we had a lot of guys that were just running through uncovered, and that ended up being a problem. Zach Pascal had a good game against us, even though he didn't really have many yards. He still had quite a few pretty good receptions. So we didn't spread the ball around enough. I think we got to get Chark more involved, and we got to be better. Defensively, I'll be Okereke. We did play pretty well. We missed a few tackles, but for the most part, we just couldn't keep them from gaining positive yardage. And we were able to slow them down. We forced some punts, but at the end of the day, you got to do better than that. And we just couldn't really do it. I think the stats will not give Taven Bryan his second sack. For some reason, he just doesn't get credit for it. I'm not sure why. But he only gets a sack when there was two, and actually Devon Hamilton got that one sack that gave us an opportunity. Of course, we threw the interception to Julius Blackman. All in all, it wasn't a horrible game, but we clearly have to do better. So, I mean, if you look at these, we have 4 of 12 on third down. Wasn't good. 2 or 3 on fourth down. Only 1 for 2 in the red zone. We couldn't get them off the field, and that's kind of the story of this game. They were able to convert their points. They were able to convert their opportunities into points, and we just weren't able to do it. Our offense just kind of bogged down after a while and couldn't really get it. So now we'll go over the late games. The Chargers came back and beat the Bengals 26-20. That also went into overtime. This was a great game for T. Higgins in the battle of the rookie quarterbacks. You see that the Chargers were just able to put more points on the board despite the fact that the Bengals won in time of possession and got their own turnover in the game. Joe Burrow, there you go. There you look at his numbers. Justin Herbert. It was a very good shootout between 2 rookie quarterbacks, and that's going to be a problem moving forward. I wish we had one of those, but we just running the ball, Joe Mixon, 74 yards. Austin Eckler only had 25. The Chargers have a really good defense. They were able to rely really much on their offense to get them back in the game. There you see Higgins, 7 catches, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hunter Henry had 10 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. The game-winning score was actually scored by the rookie receiver Johnson there at the bottom. He had the game-winning touchdown in overtime. So Bengals played them tough, as they usually do. And the AJ Green only had 2 catches for 13 yards. Yeah, not a whole lot here for really a lot of defense, but there you see Kenneth Murray had an interception. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were able to beat the New Orleans Saints 31-23. The game was pretty even, but it was just that Tom Brady threw 4 touchdown passes, and Drew Brees only threw 1, and they harassed Drew Brees pretty much all game with this pass rush that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have. Ronald Jones 71 yards, Kamara only 11 carries for 30 yards. He really didn't do a whole lot. The Saints just, if they're not able to get everything going, they have an issue. Michael Thomas, 8 catches, 34 yards. He was able to do well, but there you see Chris Godwin, 5 catches, 127. Mike Evans had 9 catches for 64. Kamara 7 catches for 47. There just wasn't a whole lot of the ability to move the football for the Saints, even though nobody gave up a sack. But there you see defensive stats here. We're just going into this real fast. See the interceptions: Levante David, Alexander Lopoti, Marcus Williams had a pick 6, and Sean Bunting also had an interception. The 49ers and Cardinals ended in a tie, 7-7, even in overtime. Just not a whole lot going on in this game in particular. The biggest stat of the game actually is that Kyler Murray was sacked 5 times by Nick Bosa alone. He gets sacked quite a bit because he just scrambles around in the pocket. That's what the AI makes him do. But he scrambled around. He did finish with 195 yards, touchdown, and interception. But there's Jimmy Garoppolo. No touchdown, 3 picks. Somehow they betted 7 points. He has just not been very good. Only 19 for 28 as well. Just not a whole lot going on here offensively for the 49ers, other than Raheem Mostert, who had 100 yards and a touchdown. But outside of that, you see Murray had 12 carries for 94 yards. The 49ers, they're just a strange team at this point. Jimmy Garoppolo just isn't doing it for them. There's DeAndre Hopkins. He scored the only touchdown for the Arizona Cardinals. And then we go to defense. There's Jordan Hicks, who had 12 tackles. Fred Warner had 12 tackles. We get to see Jordan Hicks had a pick. Greenlaw, Drake Patrick, Pat Pete. All these guys had interceptions. But Nick Bosa had 5 sacks in this game. And he actually won NFC Defensive Player of the Week for it. We get the Cowboys running all over the Rams, 30-7. And then you see 312 yards of offense, 155 on the ground, 157 passes, very balanced. And they forced 3 turnovers and just were able to control the ball, and the Rams really couldn't do much offensively against the Cowboys. I do believe Tyrone Crawford had 3 sacks in this game, if we go over that. And Prescott there, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Cowboys never turned the ball over. Jared Goff threw 2 picks. There was a fumble as well. It's just the Cowboys were a much better team today. And there's Ezekiel at 25 carries, 143 yards, and a touchdown. They fed the beast, and he rewarded them. Cam Akers, 9 carries, 25 yards, but the Rams were pretty much out of this game very, very early. And they never were able to really recover. And you see it. You're not seeing a whole lot of receiving yards. CeeDee Lamb, 5 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp's only catch was a touchdown from 6 yards out. But that was pretty much the story of this game, that the Cowboys defense just took the ball away from the Rams, and the Rams defense could not stop Ezekiel Elliott. And you see with these stats here, that's just what it is. Tyrone Crawford, there it is, 3 sacks. Aaron Donald, Jayon Smith, Aldon Smith, Demarcus Lawrence. They beat up the Rams today. Pittsburgh comes back. They were down 10-0, but they did manage to beat the New York Giants 17-13. There you see the Giants just threw the ball all over. Had 319 total yards, 15 first downs. I mean, they were able to do it. And they won the turnover battle, but they just couldn't hold on in the last quarter and couldn't get anything else going offensively after they scored 10 in the first quarter. Daniel Jones threw a touchdown. He didn't throw an interception, but Roethlisberger had 2 picks in this game. The Giants were just on paper, and during this game, they were overall better than the Giants or than the Steelers, but they just couldn't stop the Steelers. The Steelers just used superior talent, I guess, as the old saying goes. Talent can overcome some pretty bad play calling, pretty bad play when the time was right. And pretty much late in the game, the Steelers were able to get that touchdown. Sterling Shepard had a big game, 4 catches, 134 yards for a touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 8 catches for 97 and a touchdown. The Giants, again, able to move the ball, but when it came time to it, they just couldn't put the ball in the end zone. They would have penalties or take sacks, and it just didn't happen for them. They had just nothing going on here, and they're defensively, they were very stout and got 2 takeaways, but they could not finish this game off. So it's just one of those things that happened. You see all these sacks that the Steelers were able to get. The Steelers were able to sack David with touchdowns. Isaac Gideon, second-year man out of Boston College, he had 2 picks. And in the first Monday night game, Tennessee was able to beat, or actually the second Monday night game, Tennessee holds off Denver 34-31. There you see it, offensive yards 334. And the Titans were holding the ball almost half the game, and that's a speed for victory, despite the fact that Drew Lock was pretty good today, 20-27, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. He actually outplayed Ryan Tannehill, but at the same time, there's one thing that the Broncos don't have, and that's Derrick Henry. 28 carries, 140 yards. Melvin Gordon had 121, but it still wasn't enough. Once Derrick Henry gets going, he is very difficult to stop. There wasn't really any stopping him today against the Broncos, who have a pretty good defense. Corey Davis and Jonnu Smith both had over 100 yards receiving. Of course, Cortland Sutton and Noah Fant scored 2 touchdowns, but just not a whole lot that the Broncos were able to. The Broncos just couldn't last till the end. They got worn down by Derrick Henry. That was pretty much it. There you see Jaylen Brown, 14 tackles, Josie Jewell, and there you see AJ Boye had an interception. I believe he had a pick 6. There's all the sacks. Javion Clowney, DeQuan Jones, Harold Landry got 3 sacks. Terrell Casey. AJ Boye had the pick 6. I think Adoree Jackson didn't have a pick 6. Michael Ojulade also had an interception. But at the end of the day, the Broncos just were unable to hold on to it as a pick 6. So here are the injuries that happened in Week 1. The Chiefs lost Mike Remmers. The Falcons lost Deion Jones. Lane Taylor and Kenny Clark went out for the Packers. The Bears lost Charles Leno. The Broncos lost Lloyd Cushenberry. So those are all the injuries. And now we get to our Week 2 preview. So this week we take on the Tennessee Titans, who won their game last week over the Denver Broncos. We know what we're up against, and that is Derrick Henry and this offense. We're going to get a healthy, steady dose all game long of Derrick Henry, and if we don't stop it, it's going to be a long game. And you already know that's what they do. They run the ball, and they pound it every single time that they can, and we are just going to have to stop the run by any means necessary. We might be loading the box, 8, 9 people in the box maybe. As many as we can. We got to slow down Derrick Henry, make Ryan Tannehill beat us, but it's not like Ryan Tannehill's a slouch either. Ryan Tannehill is really good. He obviously bounced back from his time in Miami, and he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league now. He is getting a little older, but as long as he has Derrick Henry just hand the ball to, it's not going to be anything crazy. Their game plan is pretty simple. They don't have to run a lot of plays. They have to do them well, and that's what they do. So, on top of that, we have to deal with Corey Davis and A.J. Brown, and that's not going to be easy. Jonnu Smith had a good game last week, so we might be having to cover him too. But for the most part, we're concerned offensively with stopping Derrick Henry. Their offensive line isn't the best on the right side. On the right side, we actually have a pretty good opportunity to get some pressure, rush the passer. Hopefully Josh Allen can take advantage of that, because last week we really didn't do so much. So we got that going for us, but offensively we have to worry about a pass rush from the Titans. They had 3 sacks last week, and it's not like Jadeveon Clowney's just all of a sudden going to fall off a cliff next week. I mean, he might, but it's highly unlikely. We got to avoid their pass rush, but I think we can hold our own offensively against the Titans defense. They don't have a great defense. They just have a defense good enough, and that's where we have to make some hay, and if we don't, then it's not going to be any different than it was this week. We got to be able to move the ball, stay on the field, and if we don't, we're going to get run all over, and that's just the way it is. So that's going to be it for me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it was a little longer than most, but I'm trying to cut down on some of that stuff. I think it'll be a little bit better next week. So if you enjoyed, I'm very happy. Please tell me what you thought in the comments. Give it a like, give it a dislike. It helps people find the channel, and gets the content out there. So I will go ahead and end this here, and I hope to see you all next week when we take on Tennessee. Thank you very much. Have a good day.